Already know. It's about 10 years ago now. MENC came to me and said, this No Child Left Behind legislation has been devastating all the arts classes, and go see what you can find out. So I went to Congress, I talked to Teddy Kennedy, and I talked to Mitch McConnell. I said, we got a little problem with this legislation, and they said, yeah, we heard. I said, oh, okay, I'm glad you heard. So fix it already. And they were like, not gonna happen. So came back to the teachers, I said, look, we're just not gonna be putting instruments in kids' hands right now. We'll have to find some other way to do that, which we do. But let's go in the back door. Let's go in the side door. Let's do a music history curriculum. This way, we can kind of focus it on middle school, and we'll make it flexible enough to be in any grade level. But most of the science and math testing is going on in high school. And by the way, as Teddy Kennedy admitted to me, I said, all the statistics show that if a kid takes music class, they're better in math and science, But that went out the window. He said, yeah, I heard. So anyway, so I said, let's do a music history class, and then this way, in some ways it's even better because you don't have to be a musician. We can reach all the kids with this. And we can do it cross-curricular. We can do music class, but we can also do history class and English class and social studies. So they endorsed the idea, and we started working on it. I outlined 200 lessons, which is just the basic outline of music history back to the early 20th century, right up to present day. And we got about 120 up right now at teachrock.org. And each lesson can be taught over like a full week. It's like 5 hours per lesson or so. So it's like 600 hours of lessons up online right now for free for you to use. And all the videos are licensed, all the music is licensed, so it's all totally legit, which is unusual for me. Comfortable. Well, So we started with that, and then along the way we've been partnering with a lot of documentary people, which has been great because it keeps things very contemporary. We partnered with the Beatles last year with the Ron Howard film, and Tom Zimney right now with the Elvis thing on HBO. Dave Grohl's show, Sonic Highways on HBO. Awesome. George Martin thing on PBS, Soundbreaking. The Rumble film, Native Americans. So we keep and the documentary people love it because they spend whatever time in the theater and then they end up on TV. And now we're giving them a third life and a third dimension, really going into classrooms with their documentaries, and we so they love it and we love it. It's great. So that's going on. We add a new lesson every 2 weeks. We're going to be doing one every week pretty soon. There's a lot to do. We try to cover all the bases. We keep getting input from you guys. Whenever you have an idea or how to improve a lesson or a brand new lesson that we haven't thought of yet, those ideas are always welcome. But the idea of this was kind of based on the fact that kids are different these days, and I think it's probably harder than ever for you to reach kids, and get their attention. I mean, I would think it's so crazy with all the social media. They're so used to immediate, that sort of immediate kind of life. I mean, when we were young, we were taught, learn this now, and then someday you will use it, That's not working anymore, I don't think. Kids want it now, So I said, let's treat this like teaching in the present tense, Let's give them something they can use right now. And the great common ground is music, So we said to kids, instead of taking your iPod out of your ears, tell us what you're listening to, and we'll trace it back for you, And you immediately got their attention. They are, every kid's into music, and every kid's an expert in one thing, which is their own taste. Yeah. We cater to them. We start with what they like, and then we work our way back. and they're interested immediately. You know, you immediately have their attention. You immediately are in a conversation with them. And once you have their attention and you have that common ground, you know, now you can teach. You know, now you do your thing. And the common ground is not just between the teachers and the students either. It's between the students themselves. You know, rock and roll is the only art form half created by blacks, half created by whites. And a very healthy contribution by Latinos and by women. So it's a wonderful, really, it's a real true melting pot for conversation between the kids themselves, you know, and gives kids options that they didn't know they had, you know, and so that's all nice, and we find it's very effective just to get the kids' attention, which I think is where you've got to begin. So that's going on. We basically this year we just said, you know what, I've been following the strikes, you know, West Virginia, and you know, I'm saying to myself, Jesus, the strikes breaking out all over the place. We got to show solidarity, and we're going to make sure the community support the teachers. If you have to go on strike, I hope you don't have to go on strike. But if you do have to go on strike, we're going to make sure the community supports you. You know? So that's what this tour is all about. Just bringing attention to your you know, you guys are just the most underappreciated, underpaid people in the working class, and I think, you know, for me, you really are the front line of defense, you know. And I really feel like, you know, literally, you know, and I love the military. We all have friends in the military, you know, as we go to 700 billion, or whatever it's going to now, you know. I don't think they're going to miss a couple billion if you give it to the teachers. You know? billion here. So anyway, we're trying to you know, bring some attention to the teaching profession in general, and get you some you know, much deserved respect, and like I say, show solidarity when we have to with teachers are on strike, and you know, and all of this is really gratitude. I mean, the whole curriculum is gratitude for you guys. Everything's free. You know, the curriculum is free, and everybody's free to use it. And like I say, we'll continue to add lessons as we go, and when, you know, it's going to go forever, and we'll hopefully give you some tools that you can use, and it'll help you out a little bit. So that's the whole idea. Thanks for coming, and enjoy the show tonight.
We would like to do is